Hey guys, it's Phoenix here. Now I know it's been a minute since my last upload, but unfortunately I just wasn't able to get this out on time due to some personal setbacks. Actually, the most disappointing thing is that everything was practically done except for the last bit of editing. But with that out of the way, let's get started. Now I know some of you may be new to the anime community and might have heard the word shonen or shonen jump or even shonen protagonist thrown around a lot. If you don't know what a shonen is, allow me to explain. Shonen is a genre of manga and anime that are marketed towards young teenage males between the ages of 12 and 18. However, it doesn't mean they're strictly for boys. The genre is loved by both men and women, young and old, and as is with shonen, there's also its counterpart, shoujo, which is marketed towards young women. Shonen is defined by its action-oriented series with overpowered male protagonists and humorous stories, although it varies from series to series and anime to anime. It can simply be a coming-of-age story about a volleyball team like in Haikyuu, or basketball players who have perfected certain techniques that are personified as superhuman abilities or special moves like in Kuroko no Basket, also referred to as the basketball which Kuroko plays. But it can also be a battle for the fate of the universe like in the popular series/anime Dragon Ball. Now that we have that out of the way, here are my top 5 shonen anime cliches. At number 5, we have the edgy but badass Psy Character / rival. So I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but in a majority of anime there are these side characters who are as dark and brooding as it gets. Usually they rival the main character in skill and power, if not stronger, and when it comes to shonen anime, these guys are everywhere. Some of the most notable being Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho, Killua from Hunter x Hunter, Vegeta from the Dragon Ball series, and Sasuke from the Naruto series. Up next at number 4, we have multiple phase transformations. Although not in all categories of shonen due to series limitations, transformations have become a staple of the classic fighter style genre. Everything from aesthetic changes where this character dons a special piece of equipment or clothing like Sailor Moon from the Sailor Moon series, or Issei from High School DxD, to physical changes such as Goku going Super Saiyan, Ichigo's Bankai in Bleach, and Naruto's Nine-Tail Cloak. Moving on at number 3, and depending on the situation, probably the most hated cliche, plot armor. Does your favorite anime protagonist or antagonist seem to have the upper hand in a situation to only be unexpectedly defeated or outdone by their counterparts? Well, allow me to introduce you to plot armor. Side effects may include, but not limited to, surviving a deadly encounter due to being saved at the last second, using special techniques or powers that haven't been mentioned prior, 7 mystical orbs that grant wishes. So quick side note, apparently when Akira Toriyama wanted to write Goku out of the Dragon Ball series, the fans literally bombarded him with letters and even death threats to bring back Goku, and the plot armor has been strong with him ever since. Other side effects also include defeating or holding off an enemy long enough for help to arrive even when completely outnumbered and outmatched. Getting closer to the number 1 spot, at number 2, we have calling out the name of your signature attack. How else are you going to remember your character's signature move unless they scream it at you every episode? And the louder they scream it, the stronger it is. But seriously, in situations where it's particularly called for, it's like a nostalgic battle cry. However, when the move has been spammed 5 or more times in an episode, it tends to be a bit much. Finally, at number 1, we have love blind characters. But before showing the number 1 spot, here are a few honorable mentions. Spoiler warnings for the following anime. Naruto and Hinata. It took Naruto years and being stuck inside of his own memories before he realized Hinata's feelings and how he felt. Luckily enough, once he came to the conclusion that he loved her, things went pretty smoothly, with them getting married thereafter and having 2 kids, Boruto and Himawari. Edward, Elric, and Winry. Originally childhood friends, Edward and Winry grew distant because Edward became a dog in the military, a state alchemist. Eventually, however, his travels brought him back to his hometown and to his favorite automail mechanic, and the relationship grew from there. Although it was a bit of a love-hate relationship at first, Edward eventually proposed to Winry and they were later married. So I guess it's true what they say, all roads lead to home. Now for the number 1 spot. It's a common trope for shonen main characters to be lacking in the smarts department, but an absolute genius on the battlefield. Be that as it may, it's almost headache-inducing hearing some of the things Goku says when it comes to relationship with his wife Chi-Chi. Married early on in the series, they've been together several years and even have 2 kids, and yet Goku has never even kissed his wife Chi-Chi.
What was that, Trunks? You put your mouth on hers. That's so weird.
Kakarot, you've never kissed someone?
Huh? No, of course not. Why?
You're married and have children.
Yeah, duh, but what's that have to do with kissing?
You... Oh, no way.
No, tell me, is that like something people do?
So this was my top 5 shonen anime cliches. Hopefully many of you would keep an eye out for these cliches, because odds are, if they're in what you're watching, you're probably watching a shonen. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Eternal Phoenix, signing out.